Good morning. This is Monday morning, September 19th. We are pre-recording because I'm out of town, but I hope that you'll join us in person next week at church if you're able. We start at 11:45 and go to 12:30 every Monday through November 28th. 12 sessions that started last week. I think I said 10 sessions, but we actually have 12, so that's great. And I look forward to bringing Qigong to you, however you join us. We'll always be on Zoom if you can't come in person. And if you can't do Zoom, we'll be on the church YouTube channel. So try some Qigong, and I hope that you find something beneficial from it. I want to just give some quick reminders that we covered last week. Energy moves through our body through pathways called meridians, and every major organ group has its own set of meridians. So today we're going to do some special practices. Hopefully we have time to support several organs. We're going to support the lungs, which also helps large intestine. We want to support the stomach, pancreas, and spleen. And we want to do one practice for the kidneys. There are actually three for the kidneys. Well, there are actually lots of practices for all of these, but as I'm talking about them, I'm talking about the medical Qigong prescriptions. These are exercises, Qigong practices. So we're going to support a lot of organs today. I want to remind us of our mind-body connection and how powerful that is. That says that whatever our mind thinks, our body is going to respond to, whether it's positive or negative. Body can't tell the difference. So we use this knowledge in Qigong to set intentions as we do our movement and our practices. We set intentions for healthy thoughts, healthy feelings. That way the movement, the body hears healthy, healing, positive, and responds accordingly. And so I wanted to bring in the importance of building a healthy mind-body connection as we do the practices and how that involves setting intentions. Breathing, I'll be guiding us with each practice as to how to breathe, but for most of the Qigong practices that we're going to do, we breathe in and out through the nose, and the breathing work is coordinated with the physical movement. If you're congested and you can't breathe through your nose, don't worry about it. Breathe as you need to, and then when you clear up your sinuses, try to breathe in and out through the nose. Let's get started and pay attention to my time. Okay, shaking again like last week, releasing little things that are already ready to be let go. We're going to loosen some more stuff as we move through class, but we're just letting go what's ready now. With a little shake, and this gets the blood moving, it gets the lymph moving. Lymph fluid, as you probably know, carries bodily waste, and it has pathways too. But it doesn't have a pump like the blood has the heart to pump it through the arteries and veins. So the way to move lymph is to move, and we have some pumps. The pumps are our joints. We move our ankles, our knees, our hips, our arms, our elbows, our wrists, our shoulders. When we twist, when we go up and down, we're letting gravity help compress, release, and move it through the body. So you can bounce if you don't want to shake, but all of these movements help to move the lymph. Okay, and loosen this up a little bit. Okay, let's open the spine with spinal cord breathing. This can be done seated or standing. Remember that as you raise your arms up, so their elbows are about chest height, Your hands come into a soft, gentle fist. Nothing is squeezed or forced. Shoulders are down, not hunched up. Okay? And what we're going to do, I'll just go over it once and then we'll do the practice, is as we open the arms, we arch back a little bit. Don't arch if you know you shouldn't. And it opens space between each of the vertebra in the front of the spine. And as we close the arms, we round the head and neck and back, which opens space between each vertebra in the back of the spine. And as we open, we inhale. And as we close, we exhale. So let's begin together. Jump in when you're ready. Go at your own pace. Inhale as you open, reach the arms back. Exhale as you close, bring the arms forward, round the head and neck and back. Bend your knees slightly. Remember your Tai Chi stance. Don't lock your legs. Go at your own pace. Three more. Okay. Shake out what you need to shake out. I should have covered the Tai Chi stance before we did that. So let's cover that now. Tai Chi stance is also known as Wuji, which means the supreme unknown. But that doesn't matter right now. We can cover that later. But what it means is it's a pose, a physical posture that we get into that is the beginning of virtually every Qigong practice, almost every one. Feet are shoulder width apart, toes pointing forward, not to the side, not to the center, forward, feet are parallel. Knees are slightly bent. And what that does, if you look at my posture before I bend my knees, you'll see there's a bit of a curve in my back here. If I bend my knees slightly and sit, I'm sitting here, the back straightens. So that's what we're after. You don't have to bend them a lot. Back is straight, arms hang at the sides, gentle and loose, shoulders are down. Chin is facing forward. It's not down, it's not up. It's as if the head is being lifted. So we're elongating the spine in this pose. And this is the Tai Chi stance, the Wuji pose. Okay, so we start our practices from this pose. All right. Let's talk a little bit about these organ prescriptions that we're going to do. I mentioned the Chinese 5-element theory last week, and that is a theory that fits with the whole concept of how Qigong is very connected to the natural world, the natural way of how things unfold in the universe. And so in our daily lives, the way we connect with that is it's connected to the flow of our seasons. and to the energies within our bodies. And so we have just come out of Indian summer, which is that brief period of time between summer and autumn. It's usually in mid-August and it ends sometime in early September. So you may remember the summer. For most of us, it's very busy. The sun is at its brightest and hottest, and it's called fire energy. Fire energy is the energy of summer. It's the fire element of the 5-element theory. And we're very active. And and by the end of summer, we can be quite tired and chaotic. And so this Indian summer period is a time to pull back down and reconnect to Earth. Let go of some of the fire energy, reconnect to Earth, and reground ourselves. And so the part of the body that is related to this Earth energy of Indian summer is the stomach, pancreas, and spleen on the left side of your body. So we're going to learn a practice. It's called the stomach spleen practice. And it's going to benefit these organs. It's going to stimulate the meridians for the stomach, pancreas, and spleen. And that's the reason we do it. And it's really good to do this practice along with the other two that we're going to practice here in a minute. So let me show it to you. It's very easy. We're going to bring our hands together, pointer finger and thumbs to create a triangle. And other fingers come together, and we're going to hold it up above our heads and look through that triangle. If your arms are tired, hold it lower. Remember, work where you're at now, and gradually you'll be able to raise it higher and higher, okay? So the movement is very simple. Arms are above the head. Remember, knees are slightly bent. Rotate to one side. Eyes are looking up through the triangle. Come back to center. Rotate to the other side. Come back to center. And that's it. That's the movement. The breath work is inhale at center. Over to the side, start exhaling. Back to center, start inhaling. To the other side, start exhaling. To center, start inhaling. So we inhale as we go to center, we exhale as we go to either side. And we move at whatever pace is comfortable for us. Okay, let's stop for a second. Now, I want to take us back to last week and something that I covered about how to twist without injuring our knees. A lot of times when we want to twist, we start torquing our knees, and that you'll feel it later. So there are two things to know. If you're going to move side to side, as you turn, you can lift the heel of the leg that needs to come to the front. So you can lift that heel and it takes the pressure off your knee, okay? So just remember that. What I like to do is I like to keep my knees and my thighs pointing forward and my hip bones. And I'm gonna start my twist at the waist. So I have my arms up and I'm going to turn at the waist, and I can only go so far. And then I'm going to turn at the ribs, and then at the shoulders, and my head can go even further. And then I come back, head, shoulders, ribs, waist. Twist with the waist, with the ribs, with the shoulders, with the head and neck. Head and neck, shoulders, ribs, waist. It can feel awkward at first to isolate those parts and move them separately. And that's not how we do the practice, to go move, 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 and then back. It's one smooth move. But once you get the sense of waist, ribs, shoulders and head, ribs, waist. Once you get the sense of that and the flow of that, then you can make a smooth twist and you're not injuring your knees. So I wanted to share that. Handle it that way or this way, whichever works for you. But let's do this practice a few more times. Create your triangle. Bring it up. Look through the triangle. Make sure you're in your Tai Chi pose, slight knee bend, arms are loose, they're not stiff, shoulders are down. Move. Back to center. Okay, inhale at the center. Exhale as you go to the side. Inhale as you come back to center. Exhale as you go to the side. Go at your own pace. Let your arms be at the level that's good for you. One more to each side. Okay, now let me tell you how that helps your stomach, spleen, and pancreas. You notice as we twist and we come to our left, I'm facing your right, but when you go to your left, that's the side of the body. Your left is where the stomach, spleen, and pancreas are. And we've got a nice big stretch and those organs can just expand out. And then as we come back to center, they're in a normal daily position. And as we turn to the other side, as you turn to your right, hold on. I'm explaining it just the opposite. I apologize. As you turn to your left, then I'm doing it the opposite. We're squeezing the organs over here. So they're getting a squeeze, like a massage. And then as we come back to center, they're being released. And then as we go over to the opposite side, to your right side, they're being allowed to spread out, okay? So back to center, they're released to the normal position. Over to your left, they're being squeezed. Back to center, normal position. Over to your right, they're being allowed to spread out. So that's a squeezing and a releasing, and a squeezing and a releasing of your stomach, pancreas, and spleen, which is like an inner massage for those organs. Very beneficial. It also gives a nice stretch to your muscles, the side muscles. So that's the stomach, pancreas, and spleen healing practice. Now we want to move from Indian summer into autumn, the season of autumn. And that's lung energy. And whatever benefits the lungs will help the large intestine. So lung energy is about letting go. Letting go. So again, with your arms, let me remind you from last week, if you bring your arms up, gentle arms at shoulder level, and then you push forward from the shoulder blade, not using the arm muscle. See how much movement the shoulder blade can give you? Quite a bit of movement. It's got power to move the arm, not only forward and backward, but around. So on some of these practices, our arm muscles, especially up here, get tired if we're not used to moving our arms. So I want you to get in touch. Let's bring the arms up. Remember the fingers and thumb come together like a bird beak, very gently. Wrist is gentle, elbow gentle, soft. Shoulders are down. We start out here. We did this one last week. Now get in touch with your shoulder blade and push the arms around forward. The shoulder blades will separate and the arms will come around. And now pull the shoulder blades back together and the arms can move to the side a little more easily with less work from the arm muscles. Push the shoulder blades out as the arms come to front. Close the shoulder blades as the arms go back. Just get in touch with your shoulder blades. That's something you can practice this next week. That will eventually help ease the arm muscles. So let's do this lung practice. The lung meridian is in both arms. It starts at the fingertip, comes up the arm, into the lung on both sides of the body. So we're going to start with the arms here, fingers in position. Remember, you may want to hold them down lower. We inhale when the arms are open. Exhale slowly as we bring them forward and rotate the wrist. Inhale slowly as we open them again and rotate the wrist. Exhale. Inhale. Soft shoulders, soft elbows, soft wrists. Nothing is stiff. Close the shoulder blades. Open the shoulder blades as you exhale. Close the shoulder blades as you inhale. Visualize both of your lungs as being a pure, clear white, cleared and cleansed of any debris, any negativity, any sadness or sorrow or grief. Those are the emotions of lung energy. And as we let go of this sadness and grief, we open space to receive a clear vision for our life. Open, inhale now, exhale and close, and shake out the arms. That's the lung prescription. Okay, we're going to learn one of the 3 kidney prescriptions. And this is so powerful, especially as we move into cooler weather, which won't get here for another month or so. But if you go to bed with cold feet, or stiff legs, or maybe twitchy legs, we want to help the energy of the kidneys, because the kidney meridian runs from the sole of both feet. It runs, well, I should come up closer, but it's right there. There's a pad here behind the toes, and right beneath that pad in the middle is the kidney 1 acupuncture point on both feet. That's where kidney energy originates, and it moves up the inner legs and then deep into the body and over to both kidneys. So anything that we do pumping or moving across that kidney 1 point is going to help kidneys. And we'll do another practice for the kidneys in a minute indirectly, because it's about water energy. Kidney energy is about water and winter and stillness. Imagine a pond in winter, an iced over pond, and the stillness of that iced over pond. And that is winter energy, kidney energy. And kidney and bladder and sexual organs are all related in terms of how they receive the energy. So whatever we do for our kidneys helps those other organs. So the first part of the physical movement is to get in your Tai Chi pose. And then we're going to put our hands, one hand on each kidney, palms out. And we're going to open the fingers, gently close them, not a tight fist, a gentle fist. Open, close, open, close. Now, what we do simultaneously, see if you can see my feet, is rise up, go down. Rise up over that kidney one, go down. Just rise up a little bit if you have balance issues. Your balance will get improved by doing this practice. And if you stumble, don't worry. Stand back up and do it again. Rise up and open, go down and close. Rise up and open, go down and close. Now, another thing to keep in mind, after the kidney meridian moves through the kidneys, it comes up here and comes out on the chest. So there are points up here for kidney. And so with your posture, you want to open this part of the chest, okay? Push it up and open it wide. And that will also help you rise up. So let's try it again. Put your focus on here. Open, close. Open, close. Rise up, go down. Do it at your own pace because I may be going too fast or too slow. Put your awareness here. Remember, it's moving from the sole of the foot up through the inside of the leg, into the kidneys and up to the chest. Inhale when you go up, exhale when you go down. You cannot do too many of these. And 500 a day would not be too many. So kidney energy is water energy. So we are, as we do this practice, we are bringing water energy up through the legs. And so if I go to bed and my legs feel, the energy in my legs feels a little sluggish or stagnant, or they're cold, my feet are cold, if I do this kidney practice, my feet and legs warm up. The circulation is enhanced. Surely the lymph flows because we're pumping that ankle joint, that kidney one joint, a point. And the kidneys are benefiting. Kidneys love warmth. And so by now you may be feeling the warmth of your hands against your kidneys. They just love to be warm. That's why midriff shirts are not so healthy for kidneys. And sometimes it's very comforting to put an extra wrap around mid and lower back to just give some extra warmth to kidneys. So, okay. So that's a kidney practice. And I have no idea how long we've been going. We might have been going too long. I better close this down, and I'll get it right when we start on time, and I'm here in person. So let's close down with one more water practice, ocean breathing. You may remember from last week, we're working that kidney one point again. We're leaning forward, leaning backward just a little bit. Forward, backward. If you go too far, you'll lose your balance. It's as if you walked out into the ocean And the water's about this high and you're just letting it move you. Put a smile on your face, feel the water around your legs, let it move you. Feel the warm sun on your face and shoulders. Bring your hands together in front. As you go forward, inhale. As you go backward, exhale through the nose. Now, as you come forward, open the hands a little bit. Then as you go back, close them. Open, inhale, come forward. Exhale, go back, close. Open, inhale, come forward. Open a little more. Close. Open a little more. Gradually, each breath, we open a little more. Inhale forward, open wider, close. Exhale backward. Inhale forward, open wider, close. Exhale backward. Feel the water all around your body. Let it soothe you. And when you bring your arms this high, it's time to begin closing them a little bit. Opening a little less further. Go forward when you open, backward when you close. You can do that as many times as you want, but we better stop. I've got a feeling we've gone the whole 45 minutes. I'm sorry, I'm not paying attention today. Everybody have a good week. I'll see some of you in person next Monday. And the rest of you, hopefully you can practice with us from wherever you are, whatever time suits you. Bye-bye.